What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's Chad with Chad's House of Cards. Well, on today's episode, we are going to open up more Donruss because I have a whole lot of it still. So, plugging away through there. This is my last mega box. I figured, why not open up a mega box on a Monday night, see what we can get out for an autograph, hopefully, because it is on average. It's not guaranteed, but on average, the 14 hollow pinks and 14 pink firework parallels as well, so you want to hit a good name in those. So I don't know, I'm sure most of you have heard the news by now, but it is official with Target. They have had it. More or less. Nationwide corporate email came out, and they are limiting the products to one product per guest per day. So, if you want to get a Donruss Mega, that's your one product a day. You can't get one of these, one blaster, one cello, and then get basketball, 3 different kinds as one product. You have to get only one. And I don't know how I quite feel about it yet, because let's face it, sometimes there's some cool stuff all out at the same time between, if you're multi-sport trading card like me, getting into it, you could have Prism basketball out, and you could have, something else, Top Series 2 or something, whatever. You just never know what's all going to be out at the exact same time. So that part of it kind of blows. I don't know, like I said, I don't know fully how I feel about it quite yet. And I think it's, there's a nice numbered card, 204 out of 400 on the Vladdy Senior. I think it'll be all right in the aspect that, if you want to get something like Prism basketball, you have maybe some more of a fighting chance, followed up by a Vladdy Jr. purple hollow. You might have more of a fighting chance to do that versus people clearing off the shelves, or even people getting 3 of every kind of SKU that they have on the shelf. If you're, 6, 7, 8, 9 back in a line or whatever. But, my Target, we don't necessarily have those kinds of problems too much. There is a rather large group of high school kids, and I was always kind of like trying to help them out, so to speak, making sure that they got stuff. And then I found out that there is a purple firework Louis Robert trending. Pretty cool. Then I found out that they're not even collecting. What they're doing is to start off with 2 kids. Now it's like 8. They buy the maximum that they absolutely can, and they bring them home, and they package them up, and they send them to a guy down in Texas who is one of these guys that buys product for a little bit cheaper than scalping rates, that's for sure, because he is the scalper. So he's giving them some profit, and then he's going on like Facebook and selling them for a whole lot more than what they should be. And he's also selling them as part of those, where you see them doing the razzes and pick your team and that kind of stuff. So it kind of sucks. That's my competition in this town. And there is a couple other people that are not collectors, that are just strictly scalpers, that are selling stuff online. And I think it very well could push them out, which is fine with me. There's a nice Joey Bart purple and that's okay. Or it's going to have another effect on it, which means instead of 8 high school kids, there's going to be 16 or whatever. They're going to start, they'll get smart. Zach Veen, Rated Prospect Fireworks. And they'll probably offer the next kid like, $5-10 or something if you go jump in line with me and get some sports cards. So I don't know. We'll see how the reaction is locally anyways. I imagine it's going to be all over the board nationally. You're going to see everything that I just described and then some. I don't know how they're going to keep people honest. Nice red, white, and blue. 654 out of 2021. As far as, the Joey Bart's, there's a fireworks one. As far as there's a morning shift and there's a night shift. So how are they gonna know who's already come in and purchased? Is it and our signs, and I don't know, I guess I didn't pay attention to some of the other stuff I've been reading, says, questions or see customer service. So I asked them at Target in my store, are you guys going to start keeping these behind the customer service desk? And the lady was like, we might. So it makes me kind of wonder, maybe you'll have to show ID, or maybe you'll, Casey Mize, maybe you'll have to sign something or something. I have no idea. I have no idea what it looks like. But, in my mind, I've decided I'm okay with the policy. It kind of sucks for ripping on the channel because it's going to be harder to keep a stockpile of stuff that you can open up. And for the collectors, already it's been a pretty big struggle for the collectors in general. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think yet. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think or what your ideas are. I mean, I imagine there's going to be even collectors that, send their kids through the line or whatever, but, and I can't complain. I mean, the downside of it is there's been times where I've gotten there right at stock and there's not a line. And I always leave stuff on the shelf. I'm not that person. I don't clear out the shelves, and I don't, I'll follow the policy to the T. Sometimes even nice purple firework Wander Franco Rated Prospect. If it's 3 per SKU per customer, that's what I'll get. And sometimes, I've pretty much got my fill of Heritage. I've been leaving Heritage on the shelves. I did the same thing with Top Series 1. And I know what you're saying, oh, well, Chad, those aren't very sought after. But, if I was sitting here right now with almost a complete set of Prism basketball, and I've opened up more than enough on the channel and everything, I'd probably leave those sitting too, because I'm not really big into the whole reselling thing of sports cards. Here's the Babe Ruth red, white, and blue. Kind of cool. But, and my kids have been getting into the hobby, so it's kind of sad to see a little bit where it's this tough. So, the outcomes of it, in my mind, will be either this craze will die down and this will push off a bunch of the scalpers where we won't be having troubles finding sports cards, and then eventually there's the Luis Garcia fireworks out of 199 autograph. We won't have any problems finding sports cards soon. Or, because of the limited supply, you're going to see prices online, secondary, go absolutely crazy. More crazier than they've already been. And I don't know which one of those is going to happen, but I would say there's a pretty strong possibility of you could either have your cards literally triple, quadruple in value over what's crazy already, or you could see the market slump down as far as value, and the scalpers say, forget it, it's not worth it because I can't get enough at a time to make enough money. And there's always people that want to flip something for 20, buy it for 20, flip it for 100 or more. That's easy money. But that's what's been keeping people off of like the tops and the heritage and stuff like that, because you're not going to get too far above that price point. So I don't know. I started seeing it online, this new policy, and I thought, well, when they went to the 3-person or 3 SKUs per person, and then even the virtual lines, it took forever for it to even hit the area that I was in. So I was thinking, well, we won't see it for a while, and maybe it won't happen at all. But this went out across the board, corporate policy, and it's there. I guarantee it's in every store. Now, you might find a store that doesn't follow it to the T. Maybe they'll still allow persons to get 1 product per SKU per day. Who knows? And that's what I found with the 3 product per SKU per day. Is that it really depended on the interpretation of Target, each individual store. I bought 3 of something, 3 of something else, and 3 of something else one time. Nice Juan Soto Fireworks Unleashed. When I was in the store, and I used to get stopped all the time with product by the person. There's like a greeter at the door and a person that cleans carts, and she's watching you like a hawk. I've seen people come through and absolutely load up their cart and not have a single thing happen to them, and I've had them come over and pull product directly out of my shopping cart saying, I can't buy it. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm the type of guy that I'm not going to sit there and cause a scene. I'm not going to make a big fuss. If I don't think it's fair, that sucks, because that's not fair that somebody can and somebody else can't. But I finally had enough with it. The day that I showed up there, I had to wait in line behind all these high school kids. And, that's exactly what I did. I grabbed 3 of one thing, 3 of another, and 3 of another. I think I had 9 different products in my cart. And she came over and she started trying to grab stuff, and I'm like, what is the deal? And she was like, well, you can only get 3. And I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, did something change in the last 24 hours? And she's like, no. And I'm like, hey, I'm being respectful to you. I'm being, completely and totally on the up and up with you. Can you please just check with the manager to make sure, so I understand the rule? Is it only 3 products per day, or is it 3 products per SKU per person a day? And she called over the radio, and they called back, no, they can get 3 different products of each thing. Whatever's out there, they can get 3 products of each SKU. So then she said she was sorry, and I checked out. I didn't have to sit there and throw a scene, and I didn't have to, wig out. These people, they're just trying to do their job. So that's what it comes down to. And I hear over and over again, even out of my small town store, that the stockers are a little bit freaked out. People are literally stalking them. They're following around. They know their vehicles. They harass them all day long, every day at Target. People are calling Target. Do you have sports cards? There's a stalker there. Blah, 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 blah. And that's what's really kind of ruining this whole entire thing for everybody. And, and whatever. Like I said, as long as I can get 1 product per day, and if things are on the shelf, any day I walk in there, I'm going to be happy with that, I believe. Especially if you can still get on Target.com and order stuff too. Now they might limit down on .com too to 1. I don't know. It's hard to say. If they do that online, that's going to really take another bite out of it, because I've been able to really kind of pull off some good ordering 3 products at a time on Target.com. And people are saying there's bots and there's this and that. I have not had any problems with that. I've ordered even Prism basketball on Target.com and had it delivered to me. So, and to be perfectly honest with you, I prefer that, because then I don't have to sit there and deal with everybody at the store or stand in line and wonder or not if I'm gonna get something or whatever. I'd much rather do everything online, to be honest. But anyways, there's my rant. Didn't really get too far into how cool these cards are. There's actually really good cards in here. We got 2 Joey Barts that are purple and purple fireworks. The rookie. We got Wander Franco, purple fireworks. We got a Luis Garcia, purple fireworks autograph that is numbered. Babe Ruth, red, white, and blue numbered. A Babe Ruth firework. I don't know if you guys saw that very much. We did pull a Casey Mize rookie card. Pretty sweet. Not too bad on the pulls. And in the Vladdy, which I'm not really sure what this one is called, but it is numbered. 204 out of 400. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, alright everybody. Well, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.